Hello world, welcome to the 100th video on my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. In today's video, we're going to be doing something completely different than what we normally do. There won't be any Python code and it'll just be me talking. But so far I've made 99 videos of me building small functions of what I think Shane would do. I've added quite a bit of automation in my life already. And before I get too far, since I'm just a self-taught programmer and I have no formal training, and these projects keep working, so I keep going. But before I get too far, I kind of just want to explain how I see Jarvis or Shane in real life. And so the goal of this video is to have experts in AI or machine learning or any of the topics we discuss give me recommendations and suggestions. If you've got a YouTube channel, let me know and I'll watch it. But basically, this is my plan for the next future. Don't imagine I'll stop ever building this. It'll just be a continuous hobby. But I need to know if I'm going the right direction. And so I hope you enjoy this video. Please subscribe if you want to see me watching this build Shane for quite a while. So first of all, Shane is an acronym. That's what we chose our family. Like I described in a previous video, it was important for me to have one syllable because if I ever do something, like Iron Man like, then you wouldn't want a huge long name if that's what you use to wake up your digital assistant to perform command driven instructions. But what does it stand for? I haven't created the acronym yet. So if you have an idea of what Shane should stand for, please leave a comment below. And so what you see in the background is Jarvis from Iron Man. I believe it's Age of Ultron. And that is what they created for the audience to think of, what synapses look like. I'm sure that's some sort of AI description, but it's mainly for us, the audience. Really, what I see it, a digital assistant as to the scope that I want is a bunch of different processes linked together, operating all on the same kind of system. So with that in mind, here's kind of how I envision it. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Do a tiny face. Alright, so this is kind of how I see it going. So in the middle, I see the brain, which is just a very powerful computer that I don't have yet. I just have a gaming laptop. I call it a gangster computer, but really it should be near the high end of where personal computers can be. And then it should be connected to a very large storage server, and we'll have a whole slide to that. And if for some reason my PowerPoint skills amaze you and you would like to see PowerPoint or Excel or any Microsoft product on my channel, just leave a comment and let me know. But primarily I see communications, how we talk to the brain, and all these other tasks. So we have autonomous tasks all by itself where Shane does it for me in my life. Machine assisted task where it's me working on my computer. Command driven task, this is your Alexa, do this thing. Some special programs, and then some other considerations that I would like. Again, I'm really looking for your feedback, so please leave a comment on any slide. And I will leave a time breakdown if you have expertise in any of these and you just want to skip the video, but watching the whole thing helps me out. So first we'll talk about communications because that's important as we talk about other things. Alright, so when I think of communications, what I've already done, and you've probably seen it in previous videos, is first is the hearing. Right now I'm just using the Python speech recognition library, and I don't like it that much, but it is okay. Speaking, right now I'm just using the Python text-to-speech. The library is called pyttsx. And then logic processing, I don't know what real AI looks like. I've seen a bunch of memes and they all kind of look like just if, elif, else blocks and in them some algorithms. Is that really logic processing to have like almost a fully functioning, capable person to figure out what I need? Um, I don't know. I need help on what that would look like. And then digital memory. One of the key important parts of Alexa or Siri is they don't know you. They're collecting data on you, that's for sure, but then they just sell it, which is kind of the motivation of why I'm creating my own. But it doesn't know you. It doesn't remember what you did yesterday. You can ask for the same address like 15 times, and it would never know. It is doing a good job of learning your habits, but what I think that's being used for is to let advertisers know when you do certain things. I don't think it's meant to be helpful. And so that's kind of what's in my head. The biggest one right now is just the text to speech. I kind of have a question is, are there any out there? How do I make my own text to speech program? Is that way advanced? Just let me know. And if you have any recommendations on better hearing libraries than the speech recognition, let me know. So then we're going to talk about the brain, right? So we're going to communicate, and depending on the task, it will probably need the brain's help at first. So like we discussed, I need a computer capable of handling significant processing of multiple events at the same time, and definitely GPU processing. And then I'm not opposed to, let's say this YouTube channel blows up, I'm making money at advertisers using Amazon or, renting out my GPU services. That way it's not burning up my computer. And then you might have already seen if you're a subscriber to my channel. If not, please subscribe. But I already have a network attached storage device. I have a Synology. It's this little cute 2-bay system right now. I just have one 4 terabyte drive in it, or bay, and I'll increase it as time goes on. But as this grows and grows, I'm gonna need a significant storage space. So while that cool orange synapse of Jarvis and then the bigger blue of Ultron, this is truly this Synology NAS what basically Jarvis really was. Um, so next we have autonomous tasks. This is where I see the biggest dividend of creating the digital assistant. So I've got a bunch. So the first one is autonomous data gathering. So just getting the data, I would like that to be all autonomous at night when I'm sleeping or time based. And so I've already done it in videos where I'm using requests and Beautiful Soup to get stock market data through a system website called Quandle. You could check out my Python for finance um, playlist and see a bunch of that. But what I know is requests, Beautiful Soup, Selenium for web scraping. So if there's any other libraries I should be checking out, please let me know. Machine learning. So we have experimented with TensorFlow Lite on one of my object and face detection videos. And then in my last video, video 99, we used Keras to do some machine learning. So I'm new to machine learning, so I do know of the Keras, sklearn, TensorFlow, and the YOLO libraries. And what I imagine that we'll be doing is stock market analysis, image and face recognition, and sentiment analysis on social media platforms. So it would be great if I knew what was going on and basically the sentiment, like is something big happening? Are a lot of people talking about it? Should I know about it right when I wake up? Home automation, that in my mind should be an autonomous task. I have an OpenHab playlist, and so OpenHab is an open source home automation software. So that uses Raspberry Pis, not listed here, but I imagine Arduinos, surveillance systems. I would like it in my gardening. So basically, in my car, as much automation as possible. And then cybersecurity, I've done one or two videos on this already, but both offensive and defensive. So, and fake news detection. That's important to me. I did one little video on using image blob, a Python library, to read a meme, and I made a Yoda meme because that was popular at the time. But really, I would love to have the ability autonomously, not even me on there, to detect viruses or somebody trying to hack and go on the offensive. And so that will be autonomous. I don't know what kind of video I can do. Maybe white hat. It probably won't look like this, right? Please leave a comment if you know where this is, what movie this is from. But this is a graphical user interface and a 3D version of a movie that's pretty popular. So leave a comment if you know what movie these two images are from. So machine assisted tasks, that I see as much as I can try to get. I'm a logical person. I love data, and I do data for my my job, but I would like it to do more. So I already have a Python for fitness where I integrate my Fitbit data for some macros calculation. All of this is math, which is great for machines. There's a service called if then that, and you can program these little widgets. Don't know. I heard it's going to an all pay service, and I'm not a fan of that. Personal finance, I want to use that a lot, both autonomously to pull data and to make personal finance decisions. My social media management, social media is a big part of having a YouTube, and I suck at it. So I have a pretty extensive Tweepy playlist. I've used a YouTube, WordPress, Facebook APIs already, and Facebook for developers. Right now, you can only manage your pages, not really your own. Small business automation. I have a small business automation playlist because in about a year I'm going to be opening up a small business. So I'm using Microsoft Access and the Python library to access it. SQLite. I have several SQLite videos. And then a Facebook chatbot. So I don't have to have an employee that answers the most basic routine Facebook questions for my small business. And then I have my own personal database where I live. I want to collect as much economic information as possible so Shane can access that. And so I would like that to be machine assisted. So for example, if I want to know all the commissioners in this county, we call it parishes here, but I can get that autonomously through machine assisted tasks. And I'll make a video in the future about that. There's way too much to list here. This will be a bulk of what I see me interacting with Shane. Special programs. So I made a video on this called Iron Man HUD display. So I'm basically using Python OpenCV for what I imagine some sort of wearable. I don't see myself wearing a fully donned helmet and suit, but who knows? But basically more like a SWAT looking gear or maybe a Google Glass. I don't know. But basically augmented reality and virtual reality. I would love to implement that. Drones. I would love to get into drones. I would love some self-driving RC cars and a golf cart. A golf cart, right? What? Well, I live in northern Louisiana, and for some reason, they love these golf carts. So I will not get an LSU golf cart. But if I did, um, then I would not have LSU. And it's just a weird southern thing, and Shane will need to be integrated into this golf cart somehow. One of the slides you don't see is command driven. That's just your Alexa stuff. So it does all those like a Bible. What's this verse? Command driven. I didn't make a slide because I was like, that's just Alexa. You already know what that is. But I do have some other considerations. So if my network storage device and my network attached storage and my gangster computer is connected to my house or a small business, then it'll be using house power primarily, but I would love to have solar panels and generator backup because the power goes out here. And if this really does become a big portion of my life, then I will need it to be, redundant power. The next one is this network communications. So right now, a lot of the stuff will use Wi-Fi. I would like a dedicated phone connected so it can access LTE, and everything in my home will probably be hardwired just because it's the speed that you access it in. Um, So that's all I have. Again, really looking for your professional feedback, or if you're building something, if we can connect on YouTube or on Twitter. And so please let me know your thoughts. Thank you for all my subscribers at 100, and I hope you enjoy this video. You like the video and you join my YouTube channel to watch me build this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.